Here's an interesting niche, elevator repair, right? Like elevator repair, like who does elevator repair? I don't even know. But I found 30 monthly search. This has to be a super high ticket service. Maybe sometimes it's not, sometimes it's like a small little repair that's necessary, but this company is already targeting that. San Francisco elevator, light elevator, all very low D. Northern Elevator Company. There's actually quite a number of elevator companies, more so than I even expected. ESR Elevator, San Francisco, it has zero DR. There could be a company that you could email every single one of these companies and say, hey, I know how to get more elevator leads. Here's a sample site, or here's what I specialize in. Are you interested in getting more leads? If I find somebody in San Francisco interested, I'd even cold call some of these companies. Hey, what do you guys offer? I was a former employee at an elevator company. I have a lot of contacts with commercial contractors in my previous work, various companies, and we're looking for a highly reputable elevator company. What's your availability? Can you take on more work? Let's say you find a good company that's like hungry for more elevator like repair leads because it's so unique. You can literally, for example, start setting up elevator repair like lead gen properties in like Oakland. How far out do you go? That's another thing I would ask. I'm sure they'd go all the way down to San Jose, right? So I just start setting up a site in San Jose if I find a really good company. Elevator repair in San Jose, right? There's literally no company that's branded as San Jose elevator repair. So again, these sort of things would be what you would call like obscure niches and how you would spot them. And these might require a lot of just like calling around, emailing different companies, figuring out like the industry a bit. But there's clearly a bunch of these elevator companies in San Francisco, right? They need jobs to pay their staff, their employees. There's at least 4 or 5 companies. I'm sure elevator repairs don't happen like that frequent, like any other service, right? So I'm sure these companies are hungry for more work, more so than the other companies. And what's cool about this business model is it's not that hard to get in contact with the owner and start that conversation. And once you find a hungry business owner, it's game over. Sometimes all it takes is one good client to be able to quit your 9 to 5. It'd be game over because then I'd set up elevator repair sites all over the Bay, all like San Jose. I've set one up in Palo Alto. I set one up in Fremont. What I have heard in the industry, and it has happened a couple times, is that you set up all these sites, right? I've done this for a towing company and a limo company, and I've talked to other people that's been in this business model for the last 10 years. You get to a point where you're generating so much work for a specific company that they start to get nervous. They begin to catch on to the fact that you can turn the lights off at any time when you get to this point of generating so leads in business for them. That's a good problem to have. Some of the people that I've talked to, they've even earned equity in the company because the business owner got so scared that lead gen person eventually leave them. They form some sort of equity into the business. So imagine how cool that is. You set up these like simple websites because several tricks more than the average person. You can rank it, generate leads, and now like you have a percentage, 15% of the business of a multi-million dollar like business entity. That's like the power of focusing or building like a lot of digital properties. And it's also the power of finding the right client or the business owner. Sarah Diaz, in your elevator repair example, would you set up multiple sites or one site with multiple location? I would set up multiple sites. For example, if it's San Jose, when I type in elevator repair San Jose, it showed search volume of, wait, elevator. Here's the best way that I can explain this. When I typed in elevator repair like San Francisco, there was already like San Francisco elevator, like these San Francisco based brands, right? Northern is are like in San Francisco Bay Area in the title. In this case, I definitely need a site based in San Francisco to even compete with these guys because they already have a homepage targeting San Francisco. It makes sense because San Francisco has a lot more taller buildings and elevators versus San Jose. So now that I think about it with the elevator niche, you probably, no, I'm sure there's plenty. Like Oakland has a downtown with tall buildings. Maybe you wouldn't build a site in Palo Alto because it's, if I type in like elevator repair Palo Alto, You can see like all these Better Business Bureau sites ranking. Or this one, yeah, this one is not targeting Palo Alto. So chances are you could rank a city or a company site or like a San Francisco's off page for Palo Alto because there's no home sites targeting Palo Alto. Does that make sense? It just depends on what on the first page and the competition. GBP for each location. I don't even think GBP is necessary because there's no GBP competition in a niche like this. You just need a page at the very top. You just need to make your page look very authoritative. Again, for obscure niches, GBP becomes less necessary.